UFC Fight 9, UFC Vegas 79, Fiziev versus Gamrot takes place this weekend, and I'm going to go through the full card breakdown and in detailed predictions, starting with the early prelim opener of, and that is Montserrat Rendon versus Tamira Vidal. Montserrat Rendon's just a can crusher. She could come in here looking like a beast, or she doesn't know how to fight. It's either the... This is what I'm going to do now with these women's fights. I'm just going to look at the record and see what they've done, see who they've beaten good. And Tamira Vidal is inactive, but she's improving. She's 25 years old. She was supposed to fight Haley Cohen. That got cancelled. Before that, she beat Ramona Pascal, who's alright. Not the best, but she's alright. You know, she's Asian. They know how to fight. So, I'm going to go for her. And she beat Aylin Perez by illegal knees. Maybe, I guess Perez landed illegal knees and she lost that way. Who cares? I think she'll win this one. Montserrat Rendon's just a can crusher. 4-4 split decision. Yeah, I can't pick her to win. Fuck you. Why is she in the UFC? Why is she in the UFC? Tamira Vidal is going to win. We move on. Up the card. Mizuki Inoue versus Hannah Goldie. Okay. Now, both of these girls actually have fought in the UFC before. Mizuki Inoue is pretty good. She is really good. She's still 29 years old, even with this, 3-year layoff. She's still only 29 years old, and her birthday's in August, so it just passed around, it passed almost a month ago. But she's good. Amanda Lemos, that's her last loss, and it was a competitive decision where she lost to Lemos. Lemos just fought the champion Zhang Weili. So it's really, really not bad for her to lose that. Before that, she was supposed to fight Tisha Torres. Don't know where she's been. Before that, she beat Yanan Wu, beat Viviane Pereira, lost to Verna Janarobin and Invicta FC by split decision. She's pretty good. I think she's going to go out there and get it done over Hannah Goldie, who's just... She got KO'd by Molly McCann last year. I can't pick her to win. I can't pick her to win this one. She sucks. She beat Emily Whitmire, lost to Belbita, lost to Miranda Granger. I can't pick her to win this one. She can't win. She's not going to win. She's 31 years old, but Mizuki Inoue is 29. I'm gonna pick her to win this one. We move on. I'm gonna pick Inoue to Scholar. We move on up the card. Jake Collier versus Muhammad Usman. Mo Usman, we'll call him. Mo Usman's going to win this one. I like Mo. Actually, Mo Usman's not good. He isn't. But Junior Tafa's a good win. Parker Porter, he recently just KO'd Tafa, that is. And Parker Porter can give guys problems here and there in fights. Tafa just slept him out cold in the first round. Alright? And Usman out-wrestled him and looked good. Out-wrestling him. Close fight on damage, but Usman won it. Zach Pauga, close fight. Not close fight, what am I talking about? He KO'd him out cold. And Zach Pauga is pretty good. So, I think he'll go out there and get it done over Jake Collier. Jake Collier is just... He's such a hit. He's probably one of the most hit-and-miss fighters in UFC history. There's probably a lot of them out there that I'm not naming, but... He is the most hit-and-miss fighter, but recently he's been going off the deep end, losing a bunch of fights to Martin Buday, Chris Barnett, and Andrei Arlovsky, where he should have won against Arlovsky, but Arlovsky at this point is just... There's not much to really say about him. He's probably done now. I'm going to go for Mo Usman. I think he'll get it done by KO on the feet or just route wrestling Jake Collier. We move on, up the card. Jacob Malkoun versus Cody Brundage. Now, why is Cody Brundage in the UFC? Why? Why is this man in the UFC? I don't understand. He's lost to Cedric Dumas. Alright, he lost to Rodolfo Vieira. Lost to Mikhail Oleksiejczuk. Looked pathetic in all of them. And he wasn't even close in those fights as well, which makes it even worse. Don't know why he's here. I'm not going to know why he's here. Jacob Malkoun will win this one, obviously. he beat Nick Maximov, and his Brendan Allen's good. Just beat Bruno Silva. He's about to fight Paul Craig in a couple of months. Not a bad loss. Made that really close, honestly. If Allen didn't land as much damage as he did while on top, Malkoun wins that fight. Straight up. And Allen had better stand-up in that fight as well. But still, A.J. Dobson he beat, Abdulrazak Al-Sani beat. Brundage has no power on the feet, so he's not going to KO him like Phil Hawes did. Malkoun's going to win the grappling exchange. If Cedric Dumas can, Malkoun can even better. And we'll get a finish here as well by arm triangle. We move on. Up the card. Plus Brundage shaking on short notice. We move on. Tim Means versus Andre Fialho. Fuck. I know all the other picks as well, but it's just this one fight is just really annoying because I was thinking Fialho, but Means is tricky. Means is very tricky. I don't think Means can out-grapple him. So Means can maybe poke him at range, but I don't know. Nicholas Dalby has no power. Mike Perry he's not good. But this could end up like the Perry fight. But Perry, it's like, I don't think Perry would really care. Because I don't think Perry would care. Where Fialho, I can see him coming back. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to probably... He is losing fights now, but I'm actually going to go for Andre Fialho. Getting this by KO, because Alex Morono beat him. Close fight against Max Griffin. He honestly could have won that. Fuck! I don't understand this stupid sport, but Griffin doesn't have much power in his hands. Couldn't finish Condit. Couldn't finish guys he fought. Fuck. I'm going to take Fialho. Catching Means on the chin some point in the fight. If Nico Price can, Fialho can. And Fialho lost to good fighters. Joaquin Buckley, Muslim Salikov, Jake Matthews. Close fight against Mikael Pereira. I think he'll get it done by KO over to Means. We move on up the card. Miles Johns versus Dan Argueta. Why is his name Dan Argueta? Yeah, I think he'll win this one. Miles Johns. I was a really big fan of Miles Johns, man. I really believed in him as a prospect at one point, but man, he's just, ever since that loss to John Castaneda, he's just been shit. That's how it goes. The sport makes no sense. John Castaneda beat him and drowned him. Dan Argueta is really good. He really is, and kind of got robbed of a win against Ronnie Lawrence, although it was a right call. Lawrence, I don't even know what happened in that. I think Lawrence didn't tap or something like that. He didn't tap to like a arm triangle or something, but they stopped it anyways. Kind of like the last weekend, Edgar Shirez versus Daniel Lacerda. But Lacerda fucking milked it like a bitch. He sucks ass. But he is good. He beat Nick Aguirre. Close fight against Damon Jackson, but lost it. Whatever. It was UFC debut on short notice. I think he'll go out there and beat Miles Johns. I think he'll hang with him on the feet. Alright? He'll hang with him on the feet. And I think he'll just drown Miles Johns into deep waters. So we'll see. We move on. Up the card to Charles Jourdain versus Ricardo Ramos. Charles Jourdain is the rightful pick here. Ricardo Ramos, man. I really haven't been impressed with him. Alright, I really haven't. No, I have. What am I saying right now? I have been impressed with Ramos, but I don't know if he'll beat Charles Jourdain, because listen to this. Ricardo Ramos. Look at this. Danny Chavez is not good. It has never been good. Alright? Zabrar Tukagov out-scrapped him. Bill Aljo, he beat close fight, whatever. Eduardo Gregori is not a good fighter. Journey Newson is not good. I don't know if he'll win this one. Alright? I don't know if he'll win this one. Charles Jourdain has been looking really consistent. And he beat Kron Gracie, nothing much there, but Julian Erosa caught him with a dart stroke. Who cares? Erosa's a fluke master. Another hit and miss fighter will come back. I don't even... Why is this thing playing? Vitamin water. Who cares? There's ads on Tapology now. Nathaniel Wood. Beat him. Whatever. I think that he'll go out there and beat Ramos. And just out-scrap him. Because he does out-scrap Lando Venata, Andre Yole, good fighters. Marcelo Rojo. Joshua Kalibal. You know? I think he'll win this one. And I think he'll get it done by decision. But close, scrappy fight. We move on. Up the card. Brian Battle versus AJ Fletcher. Brian Battle will win. AJ Fletcher's good, though. I think this will be a 29-28 battle decision. But Themba Gorimbo is not that good. It's different from Gorimbo to Battle. You know, Gorimbo is worse than Lusa. He's worse than Semmelsberger. And Lusa beat Fletcher. You know, Semmelsberger beat Fletcher. You know, I think Brian Battle is really good. He KO'd Gabe Green, beat Takashi Tato, Trajan Gore, Gilbert Urbina. Lost to Renat. Who cares, though? It's Renat. Everyone will lose to him. Everyone will lose to Renat. Renat's a beast. I think I'm gonna have to pick him over AJ Fletcher. If it's stand-up fight, Battle wins. But if it's on the ground, like Renat, lots of things to worry about. If Fletcher takes you down, he can out-damage you. Alright, you can out-damage Fletcher. Alright? So yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick him to win this one. Brian Battle will win by 29-28, close decision, split decision. We move on, up the card. Marina Rodriguez versus Michelle Waterson Gomez. I'm gonna go for Marina Rodriguez. Although she's been slipping lots lately, she has been looking shit as fuck. But you gotta look at this. Verna Jandaroba is a young fighter that is hungry and will win fights. You know, she's young and she's been. I'm gonna predict she's young. 35. No, she's 29 years old. Fuck her. But Jandaroba has been looking really good lately. Alright, and this is her kind of prime-ish area. Michelle Waterson is past. She has been looking good. Pinheiro fight was close. I thought she beat Pinheiro, honestly. But whatever there. But, yeah. Amanda Lemos submitted her. Rodriguez beat her. I think 3 rounds benefits Rodriguez all day. I mean, even when they fought in the first fight, 5 rounds, Rodriguez still won that fight 4 rounds to 1. You know, not a good look for Waterson. Both of them haven't changed much. Rodriguez maybe slightly improved, but Waterson's still the same. If not, she's decreased in skill level, and it's just gotten more older. I think Rodriguez has got this in the bag. I think she'll win this one, 30-27 across the board. Waterson maybe takes her down some rounds, but I just don't think it'll be enough. Rodriguez will win 30-27. Both old, though. We move on. Up the card. Bryce Mitchell versus Dan Ige. Close again. But Bryce Mitchell. Oh, fuck. I think Ige could beat him on the feet, because Bryce Mitchell has been dealing with some shit lately with the girlfriend stuff. Obviously, we saw that. But Ige, I just don't think the takedowns are there. Takedown defense isn't there. I don't think it's there. Alright? I really don't think it's there. I think I think Mitchell could take him down. But, man, it's just so worrying, man. Because Bryce Mitchell, it's just so worrying, Bryce Mitchell. I don't know who to pick here. Bryce Mitchell's good. Tapuria did beat him, though. Tapuria destroyed him. Ige didn't look great against Nate Landwehr. He couldn't finish Nate Landwehr. He beat Damon Jackson, but Evloev's pretty good. Emmett arguably won that fight. But the Korean Zombie performance, like, what the fuck? How is Korean Zombie, old Korean Zombie, by the way, out wrestling you? You know? And Cater kind of outboxed him, but close competitive fight again. But yeah, I'm going to have to go for, I'm going to have to lean Bryce Mitchell's way. With the grappling, if Korean Zombie can take it down, it's just worrying, man. Worrying. Really, really worrying. Gavin Tucker is not good. Like, I'm going to lean Bryce Mitchell winning by 29-28 decision, where it's just he doesn't look good, but he wins barely. Maybe he gets dropped one of the rounds. But Mitchell, look good against Barboza. The period is really good. You know, not a bad loss. We move on up the card to the main event. Rafael Fiziev versus Mateusz Gamrot. Mateusz Gamrot, I don't think he wins. I don't think Mateusz Gamrot wins. I don't like his stand-up at all. I think stand-up is the worst part of his whole game. Now, his wrestling's really good. But who has he been able to out-wrestle? Armin in the later rounds after they both scrambled. Gamrot more so had the better cardio than the better wrestling. But they both scrambled early. Gamrot had the better cardio. Got dropped with a spinning back fist in this fight. He always gets dropped. And if Fiziev drops you, it just won't go well. It won't go well. And I don't even know if Gamrot, it's not like he'll just drop you. Fiziev's not going to just drop you. If he drops you, you're probably looking up at the ceiling out cold. He's got a bunch of power in his hands. Gamrot's, what has he done? Gamrot, Graham could have led the split decision, close fight. I thought Graham lost. I thought Gamrot slightly had that, but whatever. Close fight, Graham wins. Scott Holtzman, easy win. Holtzman's shit. Jeremy Stevens is not good. He did take him down to middle of Kimura. I don't see him out grappling Fiziev. Fiziev's showing great takedown defense. Diego Ferreira, that was the test there. That's where he took some adversity. And close fight against Ferreira. But it was just scrambles back and forth. But Gamrot had a good position, need the rib, broke the rib of Ferreira. Whatever. Armin Sarukian fight, close fight back and forth. Armin drops him with a spinning back fist. Should have won the fight based off it. Alright. Beneil Dariush fight, competitive, close. Dariush drops him. Teaches Gamrot a lesson. Dariush gets the job done. Stuff the takedowns too. Jalen Turner fight was close. He took it on short notice, I get it, but close competitive fight. Close competitive fight. He gets dropped in 2 of the rounds. Turner arguably won. Now he's facing Fiziev. I don't think this will go well. I like Fiziev here. Close fight against Gaethje. Dude, Poirier just lost by KO. Head kick. Fiziev was competitive. Arguably a competitive fight. Gaethje won that 2-1 in my opinion, but close fight. And I get Gaethje took him down, but that was a striking pace fight where Fiziev didn't expect any takedowns. He'll expect it here. And Gamrot ain't going to KO him either. So, I got Gamrot losing by first round KO. I think he'll lose by first round KO. But if it gets past the third round, it'll be very interesting. Probably lead to a Gamrot win, but I don't think it'll reach there. Fiziev wins. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Full card predictions. Peace.